Hey guys, my name is Kelly and welcome back to Live Consciously with Kelly. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. I'm so glad you guys are here. I hope you all are doing well. Today's video is going to be all about the H&M Conscious collection. This collection has caused quite the controversy in the sustainability community. I believe they launched their first collection back in 2012. The debate is whether they are truly green or if they are greenwashing, and I'll get into those terms later and kind of what they mean. But today I wanted to show you some of the pieces that I got from them. I want to give you some background on H&M and what we mean when we say fast fashion, and just kind of giving my final thoughts on the whole debate. When I started my sustainable fashion journey, I was just kind of doing a quick Google search and I came across the H&M Conscious collection, and I was like, oh, this is great. They're sustainable now, so that's really cool. They have pieces that are made out of like recycled materials. So I was like looking at the fabrics and it was saying this is recycled, this is made from cotton. And in my mind at that time, I was like, oh, okay, so this must be sustainable. So I went ahead and purchased some items, and I will show you guys those in a second. But I do want to say that I did not do my due diligence and research, because just something is made out of 25% organic cotton or 50% recycled cotton doesn't mean that it's sustainable. But I went ahead and purchased it, and not to my surprise, it came in plastic packaging, which a lot of times is a true tell sign whether people actually care or not. If they are claiming to be sustainable, are they sustainable just for the sake of saying it, or are they sustainable all the way through from sourcing fabric to production to packaging? So it's a whole other thing. But I got my items in the mail. I will say I do like them. I'm not even gonna lie. I think a lot of people in the sustainability community would say this is like a loss, or this is like a mistake, more or less. But I think I've learned so much, and it's shown me the importance of doing my research and really understanding what sustainability means and the importance of slow fashion. And I think it's important just for me to share my experience and my knowledge so that you can form an opinion. I never want my opinion to be yours, but I do want to just share my unbiased thoughts and experience with the brand. So with that, I will show you guys some of the pieces that I got. Even though I do know better now, I feel like it is wasteful for me to just like throw the clothes away and they end up in a landfill. So I'm just going to keep them, take the L, and use them. Just to give you some background, H&M has been kind of the face of fast fashion. If you guys don't already know, fast fashion is a term used to describe a company or brand that rapidly produces inexpensive clothing in response to the latest trends. Literally, it could be a collection every few weeks or every few months. So why is this bad? Basically, if you think about production of a garment, it uses a ton of resources, and many times the garment workers are not being paid proper wages. It's not very widespread in the news, but I follow a lot of different accounts on Instagram of garment workers and unions being formed, strikes happening, and thankfully a lot of these women are fighting back against a business model and a system that is not benefiting them at all, but the people at the top are making hundreds of millions of dollars based off of their work. A lot of times these women are paid $3 a day, or they might not even be paid at all, considering everything going on with COVID-19. And it's just like a really, really sad situation. I also want to explain what greenwashing is. So greenwashing is basically conveying a false impression or providing misleading information about how a company's products are more environmentally sound. So I think a lot of times people think H&M Conscious is greenwashing is because they're labeling themselves as sustainable, but they are only looking at one part of the production process. They just think it's basically a whole, like literally a whole like scandal. I know that the sustainability community can be kind of confusing sometimes and kind of overwhelming. Like you hear words like greenwashing and ethical fashion and slow fashion and sustainably sourced, and you hear about fabrics like linen and hemp and organic cotton and silk, but piece silk is better, and you're just in a whirlwind of just like jargon that you don't really understand, and it's literally like the Mr. Krabs meme. I want to try to educate you guys as well as educate myself on the whole world of sustainable fashion and just sustainability as a whole. But in the meantime, I want to give some quick facts. About 2% of garment workers earn a living wage. Fashion industry is responsible for a large part of polluting in our waters, streams, and account for about 10% of carbon emissions. And we are the second largest consumer of the world's water supply. And just to put some numbers out there, it takes about 2,700 liters of water just to make one t-shirt. And just in a quick Google search, it basically said that's enough water for one person to drink for 900 days. 900 days. I honestly think that number is crazy because there's some countries out there that don't even have clean drinking water. And just to think that that amount of water is used on one t-shirt just seems like super wasteful to me, and it's just like eye-opening on how much we need to do better and how much this is like an actual problem. So my final thoughts are this. I think the H&M Conscious collection is a good start, but we can do way, 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 way better. I think our generation, for whatever reason, we are too quick to cancel companies and say, oh, they're greenwashing, cancel. They fooled me, cancel. And like literally just crossing off people and not giving them an opportunity. I think that it's important to acknowledge their efforts of going in the sustainable, conscious realm as it relates to the fashion industry. I think you have to make a step somewhere. And with that said, I did research their sustainability initiatives. They're looking to use recycled or sustainably sourced materials by 2030 for all of their garments. And they've also implemented in-store recycling bins for people to bring their unused clothes. And I believe you get like a coupon or some type of like store credit to use for a future purchase. I honestly feel like the ultimate decision comes down to us as the consumer. If the demand is high enough that we're looking to purchase these sustainable pieces, they will respond to that demand. As you know, that's like economics 101, supply and demand. And it's important for us to use our dollar as our voice, essentially, to be able to show them, hey, this is what we're looking for, this is what we want. Just as a challenge for you guys to kind of avoid my mishap, I guess. I don't really know, my entanglement. I don't know what you guys want to call it. Just to avoid what I went through as far as not doing enough research. I wrote down some questions that I encourage you guys to ask if you're looking to shop with a brand that is claiming to be ethical or sustainable. You can ask yourself these questions or research the answer to these questions before making your purchase. And I know it's kind of like a loaded question to say, is it sustainable? But I think this is a good start if you're able to have answers for a majority of these questions. That's like definitely a good thing. What materials were used? What are the company's policies, values, and mission? Where was this product made? Who made my clothes? What are the company's green energy initiatives? How much does my item cost, and how transparent is the brand? It's one of those things that you can do better once you know better, and once you do know, it's just about keeping yourself accountable moving forward. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video so far. I appreciate you watching. Please let me know what your experience has been like with the H&M Conscious collection. Do you think they're green and going in the right direction? Or do you think they're literally just trying to like fool everybody and just get over just to make a little coin? So let me know what you think in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts and just have an open discussion with you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye.